I get to see it up here, and then I can say,
Remember, you
go
need to not
ahead.
share your screen. You need to share the video.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. We are live now, though, so it is coming through. And hello, everyone. Do you want us to play the
So
intro? We can play the intro.
play
Let
it.
me
Let's do it.
play it. You know, this is the show. This is how organized we are.
Very.
Now, media bin, found it. Play the window thingo. Live message sorting. Is that live? That's not live, but this will be. And it takes a little while. And we're going live.
I'm glad how you. I
And
like how you're narrating it. It's nice.
yeah, I have to. It says playing live. See how long that took?
Love it.
I've got no idea if in the delays as that happens that when I
Yeah.
go beep beep. I mean it's in the right timing, honestly. But as it comes through to the other side,
Right.
it's nothing really. It's not important. We're here to talk about messages. Hello everyone. Everyone, one person that's currently with us right now, but we'll
Everyone's.
be working. Everyone's watching in the future. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yes.
We
Message
are
sorting.
we are here for message sorting. That's absolutely why we're
Yes.
here.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to hear from you. That's why we're here, to be able to. Oh, we need to retitle this. This is 350. I'll take care of that.
Yeah, I'll get onto it. I wonder if I can do it while it's live.
No, I'll do it. That's fine.
You can? All
Yeah,
right.
I
Well, you take
guess. I
care
don't
of
know.
it. This.
So we're here to
Um,
sort messages because we've got messages that maybe we shouldn't cover. So maybe we should. You know, it is for you to tell us, for you to help us decide whether we should or not cover them
hey,
in the
yeah.
show.
Small insight, and some of you might do this already as you're going through and deciding what's important or not. But I use the stars to favorite things,
Hmm.
and then we go and say message state favorites, and nice and narrowed down. Very good.
Hmm.
Simple.
Indeed.
It's a feature.
Right. That's exactly how we do it. We're trying to keep up with change as well, just like everybody else. So that's what we're
Yep.
doing.
You will actually
Absolutely.
find, Daniel and I find this, that if we have left something starred,
Hmm.
sometimes that same message might get a bump and an update, and
Hmm.
you'll have the updated in the brackets, of course, but it means that it changes the order and it's something that we may choose to ignore and
Mm.
go past if it's not significant. Who's joining us? We've got one other person. Well, we've got two people here. Is one of them
Nice.
you, Daniel?
I
Are you
don't
doing
know.
like a little monitoring thing?
I don't join
Are
the
you,
show. I'm in the
you
show.
don't? Oh, man. No, I thought you'd just do it to boost our number.
No, we don't cheat. What are you talking about?
Of
No
course not.
cheating.
Yeah, so drop your name in the chat, say, and we say hello to you. This is definitely all about message sorting, and we're going to make our way through
Indeed.
a list. There's some that we've left in, Daniel, haven't we? That we're like, but let's see what our people think.
Right. Well, that's the whole point of the show is to make,
Yeah.
what do people think? Should we cover it or not? So
Yep.
we are going to just get on with it. And
Yeah.
so the first one, are you going to start from the bottom, top? What are we
Yeah.
doing?
Why not? And I'm just ticking both, just as a visual signal to
Mm,
say that those two are pretty much the same, aren't they?
indeed. So this
Right.
one is performance enhancements, improvements. Maybe
Wow.
I didn't,
Performance improvements.
improvements.
No, you said enhancements. So I thought you were going to go into like some
No,
kind of
we're not doing
sporting
that.
booster.
No, we're not doing
All
that.
right.
Um, so this one, yeah, is very similar, as in almost exactly the same as that other one that Daryl was showing. This one's about Chrome, and it's all about guest, anonymous users that join Teams meetings in Chrome. They're going to have experience performance improvements. So whatever that means.
But
Hello,
But
Casper.
so they say improvements. Hello, Casper. They say improvements, but
They don't tell
the
us
only
what
improvement they talk about is joining faster.
which, frankly, I mean, that's a good thing.
That's the main thing, right?
I mean, joining it and not the other one that's Edge, like, so this one says anonymous users who join meetings in Chrome web browsers performance improvements. The Edge one
Yep.
says then adds they will be able to join meetings faster. Like it just adds a that one short
Oh, yeah.
sentence after that. But other than that,
Will be able to join meetings faster.
even
Even on low-end
devices.
devices.
That's right.
That's actually a bold promise.
It is a bold promise. I think all of us have been, at one time or another, have in our life, in our experience with teams, have experienced, some performance issues.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it is down to how many tabs you have open if it's browser
Sure.
related. So, manage your tabs, people. Manage them.
Well, but it's not just that though. I mean, sometimes I've had the opportunity where I've just shut everything down. I've closed every application, fired up Edge, join a Teams meeting. The fan kicks on the laptop. It's so slow, and you're like, okay, it's one tab, and I'm joining a Teams meeting, and my computer is about to take off like a rocket, and so any of the kind of improvements is great. Now,
Yeah.
for us, does it matter? Is this? I mean, it matters. I think as much as we've talked about it, but is this something we should cover on the show or not? So
No.
that's the
That's
question.
my vote.
Daryl
That's my vote.
says
Casper.
Casper. Casper's the only one right now in chat.
Yeah.
So Casper, what do you think? Should we cover these? I think it's important. I really do. I don't know that it's important for the show is what I'm saying. Like, it's important. Yes, we need performance improvements. Casper says nah.
Yeah, because this is literally a message that can be covered by reading the title or adapting the title.
Okay.
That would be the quickest mention we've ever done.
Read the title and be like, there you go.
Yeah.
You'll be able to join faster.
Title. Yep. Next message. Yeah, I go
Fine,
with
Daryl.
that as well.
We're not doing them.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for your contribution. What about our next one? You said that you thought we already had this, and as we were talking a bit about this, we're surprised.
Yeah.
So our ability to show location, we're in the office or we're working from home. Very cool. Can do that in various different places and teams, and they're adding. If you have buildings, locations in your directory, what do we call this now? Our Entra ID. Is it called Entra Directory? It's not Active Directory, but I don't know.
No, it's.
I should get with the program, man.
Intra service. What are we calling this?
But I don't know. Look, let's just say it's the Entra Directory, the ED.
Sure.
If you've got your buildings there as locations, you'll be able to choose them. I think that's great because it's more than just saying I'm in the office. This is the building I'm in.
Yep.
It is also kind of a lead into Microsoft Places, which gives you more detail.
Yeah.
But this is like Places Lite and actually, is it related to Places? This rollout will be early, blah, blah, blah.
Well,
Preparation involves reviewing Places deployment guide.
yeah.
Does it have
So
to be Places?
well, at the very end, what do you need to prepare to learn how to enable and configure these features for your organization? Review the deployment guide for Microsoft Places. It's at the very bottom.
Does Places cost? I don't know. I forgot. Is it like Viva where we've got to buy like a Places premium something and
$10
just-
per month says Bing, and I just asked it. Let's see what Copilot says. But don't click that link. It actually doesn't take you anywhere. It actually takes
say
you
don't?
to. Don't. Well, you can, and just to show that it actually comes up and said, well, it did for me. Hey, yeah, that.
Oh wow.
Um, we would like permission to deploy this app or something. What are we doing?
Sign in and allow to read your profile.
But
Something.
what is
something,
this?
Something or other. My apps. It's almost like they're starting to install the Places app.
No, this link. Oh no. Okay. So if you go back and look at the URL, that's the link. It's review.learn.microsoft.com. Like they link to. It's the wrong link.
Oh yeah.
It's
ha.
it's to the like QA place.
Oh, okay. So it's the document before it's published.
Yep.
Got it.
So I'm going to thumbs down.
Tell someone. Hey, side comment. I haven't changed this background for years, but back in the day, for those of you who have been on Office 365 for years and years, this was the background for signing in, and I managed to find the spot and take the same frame.
Is this the
Anyway.
one where you missed your flight?
Might have been. No, no. This one was on the way to partner conference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's a whole other story, everyone. But thank you for reminding me.
Oh, he
of that
wanted a
trauma.
burger. I mean, we've got time. He wanted a burger
Okay.
and
Yeah.
left the airport. He flew into LA, left the airport to go get a burger, and then
And
encountered
like,
had a burger, I believe, right? And encountered.
but no, I had an escort. I had someone who was a native Los Angeles.
Yeah, but-
they call them Los Angeles.
Angelin.
Angelan.
It and what was it? You encountered the notorious LA traffic and missed your flight. Coming when you
Yeah, like just this comment I'll say about notorious traffic. Let's go back 100, 120 years in New Zealand history. Families used to have to horse and cart their way down to see their relatives and plan a day's journey. That's kind of how it was, just to get across LA. But you know all this if you're visited or live there. No, look, to be fair, the
we're
burger
being fair
joint,
now.
we could have stopped, we could have made, would have been on time and everything. It is called in and out. But my experience was not in and out. It was in and wait.
Well, it's a popular joint.
Oh, yeah. Especially that one. Famous.
Famous.
Anyway, do you reckon
Reckon?
that this is worth the cover? Oh, look, it's got plenty for us to
I think we-
show.
I think we
good
should cover
example of
it,
a message.
but we do need to. And so it says, I asked Copilot. Currently, the basic features of Microsoft Places are available to all users with an appropriate M365 plan. However, once the solution is fully updated, it will become part of the Microsoft Teams Premium add-on plan. So that comes from a post in June of this year.
There you go. What a
Um,
sleuth. You're amazing. Isn't
yeah.
Daniel amazing, everyone? Yeah. Found the clues.
What I asked Copilot. I mean, come on. I mean, yes, I found
Really?
it. I tracked it down.
You tracked down. Let's cover that.
I
Good.
agree. I've already added it for this.
And yeah, Casper asked a fair question too. Like with this location thing, I'm in this building. Which
Try
floor?
to find me.
Actually, you know what though? Some do break it down and say location, building, and floor, and then they do building and the next floor. So it's all about how you organize this stuff. They
Well,
really
it's
wanted to
be-
get
yeah.
down to its building floor. We want room. We want room, don't we?
No, we don't.
Like we're booking the room.
But we want to book a room, yes, but we don't want to put it in our status. I am in this room now. Now I'm walking down and I'm in
know.
this room now. Like, I don't want people hunting me
You see,
down
if
like
it was
that.
a bookable desk, maybe I'd want to pass that on. That would be quite cool.
Maybe
Anyway,
I
we're
can.
getting into the detail that will be part of the show. I'm sorry. I just
Quit doing that.
I'm getting geeky about that feature.
Don't geek
What are
out.
we up to? Drag this one? Is it? Oh no, it's the online archive.
Yes.
Online archive. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's actually allowing you to send something to your archive from iPhone and
Indeed.
Android. We have had archive mailboxes for a while, and so long that I haven't actually used mine.
Well,
for some
you
time.
have to enable it for your users, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not enabled for me. I haven't enabled it, and so um, you have to enable it. And if you do, then it shows up. This is remember this is different than the archive folder. In fact, you can see it in the screenshot. There's an online archive
Yeah.
and then an archive.
Yep.
And this one is basically it's an online wait for it archive. But
and
so
inside that,
yeah, so
is
if you
the archive.
have enabled this for your users, then they can currently in Outlook you could do this, but now this feature is coming to mobile to where you can manage mail and put it into that online archive, which does not count against your space for your
Yeah.
mailbox.
Yeah.
Right? That's what this is. It really
Yep.
it's just bringing that feature to the mobile. That's what, you know.
Yeah, I mean, because what else are you going to do on the train or the bus on the way to work? Is you could clean up your mailbox.
Yeah.
Archive things.
Clean up your mailbox, people. Sheesh.
Yeah. What's that question there, Casper, about SharePoint Premium plan? Is it related to this? How's it related?
Maybe he was asking. No, I think that was maybe.
Something else. No good. No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Do we cover this? Is it a quick mention? Look, you can archive from your phone.
I don't know. I'm not positive or negative here. I'm
Yeah.
I'm
We've got
indifferent
more
on
to
this
go
one.
through. How many have we got on the list so far? 2? 3?
One.
Wow. 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe.
Let's do a maybe. This will be a maybe-ish.
Yeah.
We're
Circle
gonna-
back if we need to cull something, we'll cull it.
So, what kind of title? What kind of category do we want to give this? Maybe-ish, or we want something else?
Chopping block.
Shopping block.
I know it sounds rough, doesn't it?
It does.
Means yeah, but it's on the
How am I
chopping
gonna
block.
spell it? Or parking lot. All right, chopping block it is. All right, next message.
Chopping block.
What do we got?
Right. Yeah. You've got a message that's come in. You want to turn it into a meeting. You can drag it onto the
Yes.
calendar icon. This looks like it's, of course, that is a screenshot from New Outlook.
Mhm.
Don't know if you can do this in Classic.
Nah, don't
but there
try
is
it.
another way to do this.
Yeah,
If
the
you've
way
got
that
the
nobody.
My Day panel.
Yeah, but nobody does that.
What?
We've had this
What do you mean
conversation.
nobody?
You know, we've had this conversation. Nobody does
Yeah,
that. My
it's been
Day thing.
recorded. Yeah.
Nobody does that.
All right, but all
mean-
right. So it's probably going to do the same thing. You just drag it there. It'll open up a meeting invite and include the people that were in the 2 and the B, the CC, and yeah. Now this is it's a worthy of a quick mention. It is quick, but I like the convenience. do
Yes,
you think?
absolutely. I think it's a little more intuitive. There's an intuitive part to it, a piece to it. Like you have the email, oh, I want a calendar, but I'm not sure anybody is going to go, oh, hey, I bet I could drag this up there on this icon and it'll create a invite. So this is something that I think definitely people are going to need to do. Will need to have their change agents to be involved, right? To communicate this as a thing.
Right. So down here where it usually says you might want to notify your users about it.
Yeah, it actually.
I've got
is
some
true.
ideas about that. I've got some ideas about how that might happen.
Do you? I bet you
Yeah. I haven't paid for sponsorship though.
do. Okay. Yeah. This show is not sponsored by Modern Work Mentor.
No, it is not. Hey, but the
Um,
next follow-on of this, I would
yes,
expect to see a similar kind of thing where you drag it onto the to-do icon and turn it into a task.
sure, absolutely. Or I would
Yeah.
drag onto the people and have it save a contact.
All the people? Like, because this could have like 8
Prompt you.
people in the to line.
Okay. Or maybe it's from
Oh,
the person who's from.
true. True from. Yep. Or if it is 2, then imagine like a little save that one. Okay, next. Save that one. Okay, next. Anyway,
I agree.
we are solutionizing. This is not the solutionizing sorting session.
Maybe it should be. That'd be fun.
I think it's worth it. I like
Mhm.
chatting with you, Daniel, each week, and
I don't like chatting with you.
imagination of what we could create and do with our Microsoft Lego blocks.
I just said I don't
Um,
like chatting with you. I just want to be clear. I was joking. I don't
Well,
know
I
anybody
knew
like-
this, which is why I kept talking. At
I
you.
know. I just want people like, oh, Daniel doesn't like Daryl. Next on
Yeah.
Channel 2 News.
Yeah.
Let's talk about adoption.
Well, okay.
Yep.
Is it about adoption? New features to improve user app adoption. So
Yep.
it's quite focused on the subject. We're talking about apps within the Teams store,
Yes.
and it what have we got? Before the rollout, users did not have good visibility into the apps that were pre-installed by admins, and then after the rollout, you can pre-install a curated section, and you can see apps trending with your peers. So again, helping to promote and guide people through to
Yeah.
apps that your org recommend, and also apps that your peers are using.
And this is something that we talked about in SharePoint days back, when the SharePoint store was a thing. Was we wanted to be able to promote apps that the organization approved of or suggested. Like, these are the things that you can add to your site. So here, these are the things you can add to your Teams experience, whether it's part of a channel or it's a side app, whatever. So yeah, it's a curated as well as a I don't know if it's a graph thing, Microsoft Graph or what, but it's getting a signal of what are your peers installing and suggesting them to you as well. So 2 different features.
Trending. Yeah.
So we're going to ask, should we cover this? There's several people watching. Jump into chat. Let us know. Should we cover this? What do you think, Daryl? I think it seems like to me the App Store is a bit of a Wild West for a lot of organizations, and people just don't know what to do. And I kind of feel like the added by your org is hey, these are apps that you won't get in trouble for installing.
I mean, there are ways to control that.
Sure,
Thanks,
no.
Casper, a short mention.
Yes,
Yeah, but I think
I agree.
I think that if your team chooses to use a specific app or set of apps, you're going to tell people this is what we want. You're going to have a little guide to say this is what we use. If it's something that's new to the org, hey, we're going to be using Miro now as our whiteboarding app. It'll be available. This is how you go through and install it. You get instructions. This would be kind of that next thing to make it easier for people to find, but there are ways to tell people what to get and what to do.
I know there's ways of telling them, but having a section where it's actually just there already, you know what I mean? Like, hey, go download the Miro app, like you were just saying. No, just go to the thing, to this section, and it's there. We've pinned it for you. Click on the thing. All right, I've added it as a quick mention. I think it's a good one.
Okay. Short mention. Okay, our next one is more of awareness than anything, and it could be quite important if people have chosen to use OneNote for Windows 10. They'll need to switch over to using What do we call that? It's not classic OneNote.
App.
Classic becomes new again.
No, it's Office app or
Yeah. Yeah.
right. It's a
Yeah. It is installed with the Office suite. You can still install it as a separate install too.
yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
There's a script
Change it.
that you can do stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I love how they have a link to download OneNote for Windows. That one's from the store. Yeah, that's the. So they're wanting you to get it from the store. No. Yes, they're wanting to get you to get and this is going to be complicated. People are not going to get it right. They want you to use the OneNote for Windows app, not the OneNote for Windows 10 app.
Got it.
Right? So this is the transition from those two apps. Of course, because Windows 10 is, going to not be supported anymore after a while, right?
But also the what is it called? That universal app.
Yeah.
That whole idea of universal apps. That's not a
Yep.
thing anymore because there's no Windows Phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you don't have to bring up
laugh.
painful memories.
Okay.
So I think
Surface Phone.
that's a possible, quick mention, but right? I'm
Yeah,
going to put it
I
on
think
there as
so.
chopping block for right now, but I think
Chopping block, and we might have 4 quick mention chopping block things. This could be
Fine.
predominantly a quick mention episode.
and I'm okay with that.
Yep.
If it needs to be. We don't
Engage.
stretch things around here. We bring value and then we get out of the way.
Yeah. Engage. Subscribe to notifications for follow topics.
I think
Very
you should
good.
do
So-
this and for
I'm happy to
multiple
do that.
reasons.
Okay.
But I want you to
listening.
go engage when you do it. When you say engage.
What?
In a
So,
in a
Microsoft
Patrick
Viva
Stewart
Engage.
Patrick
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, I do have the bald head, so that's a start.
I wasn't going to
I've now
mention
got
that
a-
part, but that was part of my
I've got to now be Shakespearean actor, thespian trained to have his amazing English voice. Engage. No, that was more. That was I just about went into Sean Connery engage.
Oh, don't do that.
That was my Sean Connery doing Russian accent impression.
I'm sorry, I
From
interrupted.
Hunt for
You
Red
had started.
October.
Yes, you had started. It started.
Yeah, we're
reading
starting to
this
talk
and I
about this.
interrupted.
Right,
Yeah,
we're losing people. Maybe
We
we're
are.
not. I don't know. Maybe they're here for the bad jokes. So I think this is definitely interesting. That it's like the topics that we can create, these campaigns, the hashtags that are available to attach to our messages are, in one sense, they felt like a little step backwards because we could create our own hashtags and it would make it easier to, add them to messages. Now, with campaigns and topics like this, we have to rely on it being created by someone with the appropriate permission.
Mhm.
Now we can follow a topic and get notifications based on there was a message that was posted with this thing that you're interested in.
Right.
You don't have to just switch over to that view or that feed to see that topic. So
Indeed.
I think it's good. It's really good progression.
Yeah, I think it felt, and I'm not saying it's completely fixed here, but it felt like there was a little bit of a missing link between between creating those topics and then and people being able to keep track of those topics, right? And this is part of, I think, filling that hole. So I kind of like this one. I know. Can I bring my pet to the office? Yes, if you work from home, you definitely can.
Oh, careful now. There's definitely I mean it'll depend on the culture of your office. Some people are absolutely positive about it. Some put up with it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. I've put that on
Okay.
the list as a standard. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm-
this so Casper, this is way more relevant than any of the Viva news from last week.
Eh,
Yes. Yes,
probably so.
well, it is. He's following this topic, so
Oh, look at you.
right. Hey, this last message, maybe it's something that we could just mention of interest in the way that the message center works, but I had this message, Daniel didn't. Why
Yeah.
is that?
We
Because I'm using a Mac.
we think. I mean, there's
think.
so many signals that Microsoft receives about products and usage and all that. Um, sometimes it's difficult to understand if they actually use those signals. I call them telemetry. Oh, our telemetry has indicated nobody's using this, except that it is. Um, they are. This seems like a case that, hey, they actually use the telemetry in the message center, which they're supposed to. I've never joined, my tenant with a Mac. I've never logged in on a Mac into my tenant, so it didn't even show me this.
And look, this is really just because it's the Mac way of doing things. They're just highlighting that you will have. Oh, okay. Let's put it another way. In Windows, we see this at the bottom in the taskbar, don't we? And in the system tray, you can go and see the presence icon. In fact, if you right click on the Teams application open on your taskbar, you get a few choices here. So this is just Macifying that.
I like that. Macifying.
Macify.
But I don't have
Okay.
it. However, I did type it out in the loop page because I couldn't
Okay.
copy paste. But yeah, I think we should.
This would be another quick mention if we're being balanced and serving our.
I'm going to put it. I put it on the
audience.
chopping block, just as a
Okay.
maybe.
Okay, so we're up to assignments and choppings and trimmings. We have
And anybody
7
watching,
messages.
throw in the chat, and if you want to have any input, what we cover.
Mhm.
Now is a great time to do that.
We have 2 standard, 2 definite quick, 3 chopping block. So do we just drop one, or are they? Is the message list predominantly so quick that we can just do them all?
Oh, that's a good question. Interesting. So, could it be that we do them all? Or remember, we don't have to do, 6, which is what we kind of what we have found over the years to be the right amount of talking and the right amount of messages that kind of have happened through the week. But we don't have to do 6. We don't have to do 7. We could do 3. We could do, whatever.
3 in great depth.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or
Hey,
not.
we could get to the end of the show after we've finished recording in 15 minutes and say, well, we can give you back some of your time.
Oh my gosh.
Like it's the end of a meeting.
Very much
And you've
dislike when people say that.
You've been
like,
scheduled for a 60-minute meeting, they let you go 30 minutes after, and you're like, thanks.
or the worst is you scheduled an hour. I had to rearrange things, and we're only in here 10 minutes, and you're like, oh, we did that really quick. All right, we're done.
Yeah. What a win. Go back to your task list and start working on one of those things that you won't need to concentrate on for too much longer. But yeah,
I think I kind of feel like the first one, this Outlook on archive, I think is maybe one we don't need to do.
Yeah, true.
I mean, do you agree?
I agree so much that I'll. Oh, what happened there?
Yep. Um,
You know, you need to use emojis a bit more in your labels, by the way, because that could have had like a block of word or an X
Oh
or
my
something.
goodness.
It would have been.
always critic. No, he's not.
I'm just
Actually.
visual thing.
Well,
Chop and block. All right.
the menu bar icon, I couldn't care less, because it's about a Mac, and So, do you want to cover it?
Yes,
Okay, fine.
I serve minority groups too.
Listen to you.
How's that?
And then OneNote for Windows 10. Do we want to cover that?
Yep.
That's on the chopping block.
It's a quick mention. Let's change it to quick.
All right, and I'll
do
do
it. Think we're good.
it. Indeed, and I'm going to do that one, and you're going to do this one, because I just said so.
Drag. All right, we'll work out the order now.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll do.
boom. Ah, how about that?
So
Easy.
efficient.
I know. It's like
Well,
in one
that's
move.
it. I mean,
check.
This episode is brought to you by Daniel and Daryl.
Correct.
No, thank you everyone for joining. And Casper's the only talkative one really in chat. That everybody else was like, it's Friday. I get it. I'm right there
It's
with you.
Friday.
I'm there with you.
Oh, to everyone else who's listening but not engaging in the chat, and
Yeah.
you won't answer this because you're not engaging in the chat. But are you just listening to it like a podcast? Are you like multitasking and then occasionally going, that sounded interesting. Back to what I'm doing.
I mean, that's what
How's
I
that
was
work?
doing during the whole time. But
Ooh.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know.
I'm joking. It's a good question. What are y'all doing out there?
It is.
Are you making dinner? Are you making breakfast? Maybe.
Are you finishing your day at work
Mm.
and you're having what some groups do? They have Friday drinks and
I have-
office and
I'm willing to bet $100 there's nobody listening live right now having drinks with their coworkers.
having Friday drinks. And like, hey, cheers, guys. Yeah,
It's
we
not
could be featured in someone's like town hall atrium while they're having Friday drinks.
While you're
Hopeful
here,
thinking.
everyone, click the dollar thing next to the chat window. Click that. Donate some money, please, so we can buy some more stickers. I do have more keychains to give away, and I want to give away some stickers. I'm probably going to order some glitter stickers today because we're out.
Ooh.
So, give us a donation. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you watch the episode on Monday and share it with everybody that you know. Greatly appreciate that.
Cool. Well, see you again. Once I can find the off button. Where has my mouse gone?
Where's my
You're like, you see? What? Where?